Dustin, thank you for joining us and welcome to the 149th Open. You've been out to play Royal St George's. You've obviously had a good finish here back in 2011. Have you had some nice memories walking around the course? Is it how you remember?
Yeah, the course is, obviously it's the same golf course, but it was a little bit firmer in 2011. Obviously they've had a lot of rain, so it's playing a little bit softer, but it's starting to firm up a little bit, and I feel like the course is in really good shape. The rough is definitely a little bit thicker than it was back then, but I think it's shaping up to be a great Open Championship.
Okay, excellent. And we will head to questions from the floor just here.
Hi, Dustin. What lessons do you take from 2011, and how much confidence does it give you playing somewhere where you came so close?
Well, that was a long time ago, but obviously, I have good memories here, and I did play well. I do like this golf course. I feel like it's a tough golf course. It's going to play difficult, especially with the wind direction that it's supposed to blow for the week. And it's it's typical links course. You just gotta hit golf shots, and you gotta hit them where you're looking, or you're gonna have a tough time. So for me, I feel like most of it's gonna be driving. If I can drive it well, then I feel like I'm gonna have a really good week.
Question from the middle, please.
This past year has been all about hitting it harder, hitting it longer. But this is a sort of course where that's maybe not always going to be the right option, isn't it?
Well, for me, I'm always trying to hit it in the fairway.
Yeah.
As far as hitting it further or harder, that's never really been the case. Yes, I've always been a long hitter, but I'm not trying to hit it any further. I'm trying to hit it straighter.
Okay, question to the side here, please.
Dustin, after the great run in the fall, the Masters, even into the beginning of this year, winning the Saudi event, what do you think's been the difference? Is it a fine line, or was there some aspect of your game that's been missing, or?
Yeah, obviously, I played really solid there for really well for about 6-7 months. I feel like the game is starting to get back to where it was, just seeing a lot more consistency with the shots and the shapes, and I think that's probably just a little bit of difference. And then putting, I felt like I putted consistently well for that time period. So just been working on the putter a lot, and I feel like that ultimately can be the difference.
Martin, please.
Dustin, going back to 2011, what sticks in the memory from the event, the final afternoon, and do you look back on that as a missed opportunity on that occasion?
Obviously I had a good opportunity, on the back nine there until 14. Obviously take that shot back. Yeah, I've got a really good chance to win, but it was. Sunday played really difficult. I played really well. Just kind of hit one bad shot, and it pretty much ultimately cost me having a chance to win. But yeah, it was a long time ago, so I don't remember a whole lot, to be honest.
Do you feel you're a better player now than you were back then?
I do. A different player. Obviously, I shape it. Back then I was hitting a draw. Now I predominantly fade it, especially off the tee, but. Still will turn the irons over. But yeah, it was a long time ago. Definitely a different player.
Ewan, please.
Dustin, the rules and restrictions and protocols here are very different to what you've had back home and become used to. How much of an adjustment, if at all, has that been to get in the right mode for this tournament?
I think the R&A have done a great job this week. Obviously we knew what we were coming into. They did a good job of providing us all the rules and regulations prior to coming over. I've played I've played a European Tour event where we were in a bubble, so it's not really that much different. Obviously it's different than back home, but rules are rules, and you just gotta go with what you got.
Excellent. And we will cross to Zoom now. I believe we have some questions.
Thanks, Liv. Yes, we've got 2 questions here. I'll ask Doug Ferguson to go first, please. Go ahead, Doug.
Dustin, have you set a wedding date yet?
Yeah, it's next year.
Okay, I just thought I'd throw that out there. Question for you: How much fortune or luck do you need to win a major, and is more required at a British Open than other majors?
I mean, yeah, you definitely need a bounce here or there can definitely be the difference between winning a major or not. So, definitely around links golf courses or at the Open Championship, that can definitely come into play a little bit more. But, everybody's playing the same golf course, and, there's all the same humps and bumps for everybody. So it's, yeah, but definitely a bounce or two can be the difference. Absolutely.
And then to follow up on that, I'm sure you can think of plenty of times when the golfing gods weren't happy with you. But what do you consider the best bounce, the best break you've ever gotten in a major? Think positive here.
I mean, I don't know. The one that sticks out, probably getting a drop on number 10 at Oakmont. I think that was on Sunday too. Because of the sign or the TV tower being in my way. Obviously, gave me a chance to hit it on the green where probably wouldn't have been able to hit it on the green from where I was.
Okay, the next question comes from Andrew Wright. Andrew, go ahead.
Hi, Dustin. Obviously won a lot of big events in your career. I'm just wondering, where would an Open Championship win rank among them?
It would definitely be right up at the top. It's obviously a major. It's a tournament where I've been close quite a few times. I really like coming over here and playing. So, yeah, it would be right up at the top with the rest of them.
Okay, the next question is from Andy Redfern. Andy, go ahead.
Hi, Dustin. A slightly less serious question, but it's one on all of our minds. Are you Team Bryson or Team Brooks?
I'm in the middle. Don't really care.
Okay, that's all our questions from Zoom. Do we have any more questions from the floor? Just over here, please.
Dustin, I know you played with John Rahm earlier today. You obviously overtook him in the world rankings again, even though he came 7th. If he made one more place higher, he would have stayed world number 1. I just wondered, how much does that motivate you? I know you don't make the rules, and did you talk about it with him at all today?
No, we didn't talk about it, but I mean, yeah, the rankings they're tough to figure out, but yeah, obviously, if you play well, you get to number 1, and I need to continue to play well if I want to stay there. Obviously, John's been playing really well lately, so I need to step up my game a little bit.
Question here, please.
Dustin, what were the teams, if you had any? Was there anything at stake?
No, we were just out playing, practicing, trying to get a good feel of the golf course.
And what do you make of Phil right now? How's he look? And obviously, the big win a couple months ago, but he was in contention here last time too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Phil has been a really good player for pretty much throughout his whole career. So he plays well in links golf. He's done well a lot of times at the Open, and obviously he's playing good golf right now.
Hi, Dustin. I'm just wondering that when we get 32,000 spectators in, they'll create some definition out on the course. If they weren't there, and so there were no crowds and no grandstands, would it be a completely different test with that element of definition taken away?
It's hard to say. Don't think I've never played an Open without a lot of fans, but I've definitely played links courses with no. But I don't really think it makes a difference because they're so far off, the fairway, that it really doesn't make a difference.
Okay, and we will cross back to Doug Ferguson on Zoom, please.
Thanks, Olivia. Doug, go ahead with your question, please. Okay, we'll try and sort that out. We have another question from Adam Shupak, though.
Dustin, what did you call this tournament growing up, and what do you call it now?
Well, it was the British Open growing up, for sure. But now I call it the Open Championship.
How come that changed?
Because that's the name of it.
Okay.
Did we manage to
Okay.
get Doug's?
We're just trying to get a hold of Doug. Doug, if you can just raise your hand, then I can add you to the chat. There we go. Go ahead, Doug.
All right, this was pretty pedantic too, DJ, but I'm just curious of the opens that you played. What do you consider what's your favorite, and where do you put Royal St. George's?
I really like this golf course. This is definitely up in the top, but I mean, for me, St. Andrews is my favorite, just because I just always enjoy playing there.
Can we put this down for number 2 for you?
Sure, put it down as
Okay.
number 2.
Okay, and we have a question in the back, please.
There's another one there on the sort of British Open or Open Championship. Dustin, does it annoy you when you hear a lot of other Americans call it the British Open now? Is it time they changed?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Why
I know what they're talking about.
But we don't call it the US Masters anymore.
You could if you wanted.
Okay, and just back to Zoom, we have another question.
Thank you, Liv. Andrew Wright, if you want to ask your question.
Hello. This is kind of another silly one. Obviously, it's kind of tradition for...
Oh, I think we've lost you, Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew, sorry, you muted yourself there. Can you go ahead again, please?
All right, yeah. Yeah, sorry, just a kind of silly one. Obviously, it's tradition for folk to or folk who win majors to drink something out of the trophy. I'm just wondering, if you were to win, what would be the first thing you would drink out the claret jug?
Probably beer, I would say, be the first thing.
Yeah, good shout.